Hi, my name is Shivani, and I'll be talking about AI deepfakes and digital harm, specifically how they're being used as a form of image-based sexual abuse and what policy responses we can take to address this issue. So what exactly is the problem with deepfakes, their use, and their impact? AI deepfakes are highly realistic images or videos that can make someone appear to do or say something they never did. Below in this picture, you can see people swapping faces or even facial manipulation to make someone look different or appear different or do something that they might not do originally. But what makes this issue specifically urgent now is that these tools are now widely accessible and anyone can generate deepfakes with minimal effort. And while some people may think of deepfakes as harmless, the reality is very different. According to a 2026 UN Women report, about 98% of deepfakes online are non-consensual and pornographic, and they primarily target women and minors. So the issue of deepfakes isn't just a technology issue, it's a new and rapidly growing form of image-based sexual abuse. This matters because the harm is immediate and serious. Even if a deepfake is fake, it can still damage someone's reputation, cause emotional distress, and impact their personal and professional life. And right now, legal systems are not equipped to deal with this. Laws are outdated and don't account for AI-generated abuse, so perpetrators face little to no consequences. As a result, victims are left without meaningful protection or justice. And here are some deepfake abuse focusing events that demonstrate the extent and the reach of the deepfake issue. One major example is the Grok AI platform created by XII. Users were generating over 6,700 sexualized images per hour, and the platform produced over 1 million images in just a few days. It even allowed prompts involving minors, which shows a major failure in safeguards. And on the right here, you can see images of such posts on X. Another example is TikTok, which in 2026 ran over 50 ads promoting so-called undress AI apps. These ads reached tens of thousands of users before being removed, showing how platforms can normalize this kind of abuse. And on the right side here, we can see screenshots of these posts, and the posts would even say things like, "Other AI say no, we say yes, no more filters," prompting users to use their tools as a way to undress people and a form of sexual abuse. And this issue is also affecting everyday people. In schools, students are creating AI-generated nude images of classmates and using them for blackmail and harassment. Another such event showed a teacher creating pornographic images of his students, and he was later arrested for that. These cases have already been reported across the US, so it's imperative that we actually take action to stop them. And finally, women in politics have been targeted with AI-generated pornography to discredit them, reinforcing existing gender inequalities. As you can see in this graph on the right, the victims are predominantly women, furthering these inequalities. So overall, this shows that deepfake abuse is not isolated, it's widespread, scalable, and affecting both public figures and ordinary individuals. There are several key stakeholders in this issue. First, victims, primarily women and minors who experience the direct harm and need for protection. Second is technology companies who design and control these platforms and therefore play a major role in either preventing or enabling abuse. Third is policymakers who are responsible for creating regulations but are currently struggling to keep up with the evolving technology. And finally, the general public who are potential targets and participants in these online spaces. My recommendations or policy responses to provide justice to the victims of deepfake abuse and criminalize AI sexual image generation focuses on three main areas. The first one being legal accountability. Non-consensual deepfake should be explicitly criminalized as a form of sexual abuse and applied under these existing laws, such as federal sexual assault and child exploitation statutes, which can be applied here, with clear penalties for both creation and distribution of deepfakes. Second, we need platform and AI regulation. Platforms should be required to remove harmful content quickly and face penalties if they fail to do so. At the same time, AI developers should implement safeguards such as blocking sexual content of real individuals, detecting harmful prompts, and watermarking generated content so we can snip the problem at the root. And third, we need public awareness and prevention. This includes digital literacy education, especially for minors, to promote understanding of consent, ethical AI use, and the risks associated with this technology. Together, these approaches target the legal system, the technology itself, and user behavior. In conclusion, AI deepfakes are no longer just a technological issue, they're a growing social and legal crisis. They disproportionately harm women and minors, and without intervention, the problem will continue to scale rapidly. The decisions we make now will determine whether AI is used to empower people or to harm them, and because of that, policy action is not optional, it is necessary. Thank you.